Welcome to the Auburn Medical Group YouTube live stream, the entertaining medical live stream where viewers can ask real-time questions of real medical doctors. And here are our hosts, Dr. Mark Vaughn and Dr. Gwen Vaughn.
Degrees or coughing or sneezing, all that sort of stuff. He's been having a lot of congestion right now, all that associated stuff recently, but now his pain is just kind of through the roof. He's been using 2 Tylenols and 2 Advils, twice a day, and doesn't seem like that's kind of cutting it. He says maybe a little bit more kind of short of breath, but no fever or anything that he's noticed. He doesn't look terrible, but his O2 sats are 96%. His temperature is 98.7 on temporal, but I was going to have them recheck his vitals anyway because his respiratory rate that they calculated was at 28. But I don't.
So we definitely need
it. Because I have to recheck it, but also I can tell when he's breathing, right, it's causing him really significant pain. So I don't know which chicken egg kind of thing. He just says more than normal, but doesn't look terrible. He had an x-ray done when he was at urgent care that did his ribs and his chest. They said no rib fracture, and they didn't identify any sort of pneumonia or anything like that.
That was how long ago?
But he's just looking at him. He's just so uncomfortable the whole time that I'm watching, doing the appointment and everything.
Anytime somebody's breathing that fast, and if it is from pain, they won't continue to be able to ventilate adequately. They will at some point decompensate. So this is something we really do need to send to the emergency department.
Okay, got it.
Sorry.
Sound good. Okay, I will let him know.
Okay.
I'll recheck. Okay, thank you.
All right, bye. So that's what happens when you have a live show and both of the doctors supervising are on the show. We have to take calls sometimes. Yes. Yeah, we do take care of patients. So thank you for your patience as we take care of our patients.
That was fun. I don't think we've ever had.
Have we ever had to do a
consult?
I think we did once, maybe.
Once.
I think maybe once. So we are Dr. Mark Vaughn and Dr. Gwen Vaughn, and you are at the right place. Me. This is the Auburn Medical Group YouTube live stream where we talk about medical topics, like a patient who's got a very rapid respiratory rate and low SATs from some kind of respiratory
something going on.
Most likely a virus. If he didn't have pneumonia when an X-ray was done, we don't know how long ago that was. So
yeah, I didn't say.
It could be the bacterial infection has set in since then. But we'd like to talk about respiratory viruses specifically today. It's that time of year where we talk about respiratory viruses.
It is that time of year.
So that's the topic du jour. But this is it's a live show with a chat.
Yep.
And so we want to allow our viewers to chat in, and we have already Lindsay Antwine saying, how was everyone's Thanksgiving and how behind are we all on Christmas shopping? Yeah.
I don't start until after Thanksgiving, so I don't think I'm behind.
We're totally.
I hit the ground running.
We're at a good spot. This is fine. This is when you start.
Yeah.
You're not behind. But Thanksgiving was great for me. I got to spend kind of part of it with Dr. Gwen and his family. That was wonderful.
Yeah.
And even later that evening,
we ran into you. Some creeper in the window at CBS staring at me.
Somebody's staring in the window. Freaking out that one lady.
She was concerned. She kept pointing you out. She's like, is he with you? I know him.
Yeah.
He's all right.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys saw me. Otherwise, the police would have been called. And Lindsay, we hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and you are okay to start your shopping now. That's okay for Christmas. That'd work out. The timing would be perfect. Okay. So, since you last saw us, we had 4 days in a row of the office closed, and it was great. At least mine was good. I had a great break. I think yours was pretty good too.
It was good.
I was able to be with you for part of it there.
Yeah.
So we are going to talk about 3 viruses in particular, specifically RSV, COVID, and influenza.
Those are the 3 viruses we get worried about during.
Yeah. And you get to join us while we look at some of the CDC data as up to date as you can get a hold of.
Right.
We'll be looking at it today. So go ahead and chat in with your comments and questions as we get started with flu, RSV, and COVID. So do you have one you want to start with?
Well, flu and RSV have very typical patterns where they will almost classically go up in the late in the year, November, December, and then kind of peak January, February, and then start to come down and get down back normal by March or May. COVID doesn't follow those particular patterns. It kind of has its own erratic pattern. I don't even know if we can call it a pattern because it's not really replicated year to year at this point.
I think it's starting to.
We're starting to see that late summer surge, I guess, is maybe the predictable one.
Seems to be.
And then a little bit of a winter. Yeah, but we've always kind of talked about that triple pandemic, I guess you'd call it.
Right, tridemic.
Whatever you want to call it. I don't know if we've ever had all of them peak at the same time or had any big issues. We were worried about it for a while there for a few years, but I don't think we've ever.
The reason it matters to us is that's quite a strain on resources of healthcare, emergency departments and hospitals, ICUs. Getting just absolutely slammed if you have all 3 of those peaking at the same time, which is possible.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing. So we'll go ahead and jump into whichever one comes first. We're just going to...
What's going to come up?
We're just going to jump into... And I think I have a way of sharing this. So
let's look.
What's already on the screen? Wait.
Nothing. Us.
What's on the screen?
We are...
What's on the screen?
Uh-oh.
Okay. If it's that, then we want to go to... Oh, look at that.
There we go. There we go.
Okay. You know what? I don't know if they can hear me when we do this. Can you guys hear me? Yes, they can hear me. Okay. I just want to confirm. So you can see what's going on here. You can see I can move along here and it's different times. This is a display of deaths per 100,000 population over the last 5 years. And as you can see, when COVID was new in the latter part of 2020 and 2021, early 2021, it was awful. But as you go all the way to the right of this, to the I don't know what's the most recent on here.
That gets all the way
to this is just September.
Wow, so we haven't seen it.
But if you go to September, you see that COVID has just really become much less of a threat than it was as far as deaths.
This is deaths, yeah.
Yeah, as far as deaths, and then this is percent of all deaths in the U.S. due to COVID. And interestingly, it actually did kind of go up as far as percent of deaths. I guess people aren't dying from other things is why. And we,
during that time, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
And we did see that influenza deaths overtook COVID last year.
Right.
For the first time since the pandemic.
Yep.
But remember, they just kind of go back and forth like this as far as the numbers. Influenza itself, great variation by tens of thousands as far as deaths from year to year. So that's, you can't really put a finger on what this means long term. But if you look at this here, you can see that percentage of deaths actually went up, even though the raw numbers were going down. And then we look at this other graph. This is hospitalizations per 100,000 population. And there was a little bit of a peak there early September. And then throughout the rest of September, just kind of really went down this last September. So I apologize that this is the latest information I'm able to get a hold of. And that's for COVID. So thankfully, COVID has become much less of a threat. I don't know if it's I don't think it's an all-time low, but it's really down right now. It did have a peak again this summer, late summer.
Same time, August.
Late summer.
Late July, August.
Within about a 30-day period.
We kind of noted that in our office, too, where we were diagnosing it.
But we're not really seeing a peak, at least not yet, for winter.
Right. I had I know this is just my personal experience, but I think I had 2 in the past week, COVID, people that call in with COVID diagnoses. Okay. Which is just my data, so take that for what it is. But does that mean we're starting to take off again? Who knows?
I haven't had a positive COVID in a long time.
The data will tell.
Yeah. So it could still go up. According to wastewater surveillance in some parts of the country, they do see it kind of starting to trend up, and they see it more in the wastewater first before we see it in actual tests with symptoms. It's just the way it goes, the timing of it. So it could happen, but thankfully we're at a really good spot as far as that goes. So let's move on to and we do have a vaccine.
We do.
That's updated for COVID.
COVID came out in October, yep.
And who is it for?
Great question. Depends who you ask.
So we'll give it to anybody.
Yeah, 6 months and above.
Yeah.
And definitely a strong recommendation if you are high risk, which would mean certain underlying medical
COPD,
conditions,
asthma,
any
diabetes,
respiratory.
obesity,
Yep.
kidney disease.
Yeah. And I make a strong recommendation for those who are going to be in contact with those individuals as well.
Yeah, to kind of make a
little
protective
buffer.
fence
Yeah.
around them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, let's move on to another one. Let's go to, how about RSV, respiratory syncytial virus? So those of you who have had babies, you might remember bronchiolitis, especially in the first year of age,
Yep.
at least before the vaccine for RSV.
It was a big issue. My son had it.
My rotation in pediatrics.
That's all you had, right? Yeah, in the ICU.
It was in winter, and so the whole
oxygen
rotation
support.
was
Yep, for all
babies
those
being admitted, trying to breathe.
I remember that.
Because we didn't have a vaccine yet. And to this day, the people who are in the big peak of population that's suffering from RSV and getting admitted for it is babies who weren't vaccinated.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll show you what that looks like. We will show you the numbers on RSV.
So RSV, you can see almost classically follows that.
That's
flu
two peaks
season.
there.
Yeah, from
beginning of January and beginning of February is where the 2 peaks are, and then that's it for
and
the
you
year.
can see this year, which is the little dotted line there, it has started
I don't
to
know if
trend
you can
up.
see that. It's a pretty small dotted line.
Yeah.
It's just starting to
right
come up.
below into November. Don't have
Should we
December
jump
data.
into flu?
Sure.
Okay, this is the map. I like the map. It's always got pretty colors.
pretty.
So this is the week ending November 22nd, which was a week ago, a little bit over a week ago. So it's the most recent data that we have. It's so slow coming in. And you can see there's a couple hot spots. One's Louisiana, the other one is Colorado.
Man.
And it just really hasn't done much at all in the rest of the country. Is it?
Pretty green.
Influenza really hasn't
minimal.
hit. Here we are at the well, we'll say on the map, the end of November, even though it's actually
which is
December.
early,
here.
which is kind of interesting because typically flu has this kind of east to west progression, and we'll see the eastern states start to get those more hot spots before the western states, and it's pretty much all green. Now that may have changed in the past 2 weeks, and it's entirely possible, but we'll have to keep an eye on that and see where it goes.
Thank you for your comments and questions. Here we go. We have Laura Barzyk saying yes, and luckily I haven't had it. Yes, I agree.
Yes.
And then Laura Webb, hello, I'm glad to hear that it is coming down. Yes, absolutely. And Laura Barzyk being antisocial finding paper.
What's the best
should
way
we go
to
over the difference between antisocial and asocial?
Yeah.
And Laura Barzyk, shoot, I'm in the high risk category, so I guess I'm getting the update. Yeah.
We recommend it. Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Yeah. That's the case.
Yeah.
So,
and we have all 3 of those vaccines in our office, which we will.
For the first time here, we have.
Give them out.
We've been doing it here for. It's been a few months now that we've had all.
Yeah.
Well, we were off to a
COVID
rough
came
start
out.
when we started having all the vaccines. They weren't really getting supplied to us in a steady stream, and now we're in a good spot. We have them.
Yeah, it seems to be doing well, and you can get all 3 of those at the same time if you really feel up to it.
I got 2 of them at once.
RSV,
Of course,
flu,
I don't
and
qualify for
COVID.
RSV, but yeah, COVID and flu I got it once, and it was fine. I did take some Tylenol the next day because I did feel
a little
fluey, but Tylenol took care of it. Oh, another comment here. We have Miss C saying, "I have never had COVID, thankfully."
Impressive.
Yeah,
I would say.
Yeah. In this world, that's impressive.
I've only had it 3 times.
I'm trying
I haven't had it in a few years.
I don't even know how many times I've had it now, but thankfully,
it's been a while.
Full recovery as far as I know from each time.
Yeah, I think so.
For which I'm very thankful because not everybody does. And I think there's some data to support that the vaccine makes you less likely to have lingering
that long COVID.
Post-viral syndrome problems that go on. NYS doctors didn't have them in October. NYS, New York State?
Maybe?
I don't know.
Maybe
it was supposed to be NHS. Is Y near H? It is. Maybe this is somebody in Britain. But should have them now and be able to get updated on all of those shots now that they've finally been distributed and are out there and everybody can get a hold of them.
Yeah.
So that is why we're not seeing a whole lot of respiratory stuff. A little bit.
Right. There's
appropriate for the time
other
of year,
non-COVID, non-RSV, non-flu viruses that are going around. And I did hear from some of my friends that there were some, viral respiratory bugs during Thanksgiving that some people were dealing with.
Yeah.
Thankfully not my family. But yeah, I did hear from a few people that there's some residual coughs and other things.
It was New York State.
It is New York State.
She's talking about New York State.
Yeah.
Thank you. As far as testing, we talk about flu, RSV, COVID, because that's what we have on our tester. That's what we have vaccines for. Mm-hmm. There are testing apparatuses in other offices that have more
it's like an expanded
viruses on their panel that can be more specific.
Yeah.
So if you come to us with respiratory symptoms and it doesn't come back as one of those, I say 4 because there's influenza. There's influenza A and B, which are both in the vaccine, by the way.
Yep.
If it's not one of those 4, then, and you don't look like you have a bacterial infection, we say, it's
a virus.
It's
Your
some cold-like virus.
Fight it off.
It could be parainfluenza. It could be, paramyxovirus?
A lot of those. Adenovirus can sometimes do that. There's a lot of different ones out there.
Rhinovirus.
Yeah.
We're not giving you the whole list.
It's a long list. Yeah.
And for the most part, the treatment's the same for all of them. Support for the symptoms.
Right.
If you have a cough, for me, a non-opiate cough suppressant. I know some people think the opiates are better, but I don't know that.
There's the official recommendations are against those opiate, coating cough syrups these days.
The DM ingredient is usually what we're recommending.
Yeah.
For myself, my family, I use the Mucinex DM Max Strength.
Yeah, that's what that stands for.
Not to be confused with Mucinex D,
which is different.
Which we definitely want some patients not to have.
Right, yeah. If you have high blood pressure, avoid that.
Which is kind of frustrating because the names are so similar. Just one letter different. And one of them I want my patient to have, and one of them I don't want.
Right.
Some of them, people with high blood pressure.
Well, typically I tell people if you have to show your license for it, you shouldn't get it.
That's the wrong one.
That's the wrong one.
That's the wrong one.
And they're taking phenylephrine off they should be taking phenylephrine off the over-the-counter thing. So that means...
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, me too. So that means that for any D, you should have to show your license.
It's the exception that I'm wishing that a patient would get. Now, you said phenylephrine. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. They had taken phenylpropanolamine off the market, the PP. Was it PPP? Is that what they called it? Phenylpropanolamine was taken off the market. I think probably when you were in medical school.
Yeah, I was going to say, I haven't had experience with that.
It used to be an ingredient in a lot of the cold medicines. Phenylephrine, phenylpropanolamine, and pseudoephedrine. I'm sorry.
Pseudoephedrine's the one.
Pseudoephedrine is,
and that's the one that works.
The one typically.
But that's the one that will increase your blood pressure.
Yeah.
Or sometimes even your heart rate if you have sensitive heart issues.
It's a nice decongestant, but.
Yeah, there's some.
We have a lot of patients that's not a good thing for. Anybody with heart risk or stroke risk.
Yeah.
We don't want them having that. Okay, we have Laura Barzyk saying,
Corsedin.
I've been using Corsedin for cold medicine, and that's the one that you can use.
That's okay with blood pressure.
That's fine.
And I think that is dextromethorphan is the main ingredient in that one, too.
I thought that would be Corsedin DM. What? Isn't Corsedin just an antihistamine?
It's a name brand of.
Or maybe some guaifenesin.
Corsedin.
Doesn't do a whole lot.
HBP. The HBP stands for high blood pressure.
Oh, that means it's safe.
So I guess like anything, they've got a bunch of different types.
Oh my goodness!
So make it nice and confusing for you. But the HBP, all of them do not have Sudafed. So
yeah, if it has HBP on it, that's for people with high blood pressure. You can take that, so you're going to be okay with that.
Interesting. Yeah, so they have dextromethorphan.
The one with the dextromethorphan, that's going to help with the cough. The reason I'm a fan of the Mucinex DM is because they make a 12-hour version of it. And when I think of coughs and needing to take medicine for a cough, it's because you have this cough that you can't not cough, and it's keeping you up at night. And if you have to take if you're using one of those liquid cough syrups, you have to redose it every 4 hours, which means you're waking up in the middle of the night, having to get up and take a medicine. Whereas if you take this 12-hour preparation, you get to just take it once when you go to bed.
Yeah,
now, you may still cough, but it'll be less. And there's no reason to get up to take more in the middle of the night because. So that's why I like that particular medicine. And Laura Barzyk says she has to try
you should try.
DM. Now, why do I say a brand name? You know, I try not to sound like I'm under commercial influence here.
All that Mucinex money.
Yeah, really. And if you want to know, just check openpayments.gov. You can see exactly what money we get from whom. Which there's going to be more this year because we had a couple lunches. One was from...
what did we have lunches from?
One was Lily this last week for a treatment for Alzheimer's disease.
Oh, I didn't do that one.
Oh, you weren't here for that?
I didn't go to that one.
Okay, so that one's going to get on my open hands, not his. Yeah, you can see it's not much, and it's like lunch for the office.
Yeah.
But no Mucinex DM money. The reason I say that brand name is because I once sent Leanne out to get. I told the generic ingredients. I was so not into brand name. I said, "Get this. Here's the generic ingredients I want."
And dextromethorphan.
And the brand she got was not a 12-hour preparation. So that's why
I think
I stick with the brand
is
name.
the one that I think the generics may have a 12-hour one too. It is expensive.
Yeah.
Mucinex DM
It is.
name brand is a more expensive medication.
Yeah, if you can get a 12-hour preparation and you look at the package, it has the same ingredients.
It says 12 hours. It's got
get the store brand.
Yeah.
You're gonna.
And it'll usually say like compared to Mucinex DM or something like that.
Yep. Who makes Mucinex DM? They need to sponsor the show.
They do.
They really need to sponsor the show. Sorry for all that commercialism there. All that Mucinex green. I think
Mucinex green.
Oh, green. She's talking about the money.
Oh.
Not the.
I was like,
not the snot.
I don't think
because they've got this character on their
That's
ad
right.
campaign.
Yeah, the little
booger or
mucus guy.
Actually, it hasn't matured enough to be a booger.
But Mucinex DM is a green box.
DM is
blue,
the green box.
Blue writing.
What color is the D?
Is it different? Ooh, it's orange.
Oh, it's prettier.
Don't get the orange one.
Don't get the
green one. Now we know.
Don't get the pretty one.
DM is green. Don't get the orange one. It's kind of red. Red means stop.
Yeah, it's more orange.
Green means go.
Orange. Okay, I love that character in the Laura Barzyk. She's like, I guess it talks.
He's like setting up, like setting up his like bed and everything and moving in for.
Oh, he's moving in.
Night. Yeah.
All the mucus is moving in, and
it's good. It's a good commercial campaign.
So
I'll say.
So I think what the commercial's really aiming at is the mucus, which would be more of a.
Yeah, that's the other ingredient.
Or the D. Not so much the DM.
Right. Well, they're
guafenesin's in both.
Yeah. Okay. But guafenicin is the one that kind of breaks down the mucus, an expectorant.
Laura Barzyk loves the character. Okay. Did you have anything else you wanted to add to our viewers? Make sure they get here.
Oh, boy.
As we're approaching respiratory season.
No,
although surprisingly not in the thick of it for being where we are in the year. I mean, it's coming though.
It's,
all that visiting during Thanksgiving.
Sure it's right. Yeah. Give it a week or two.
Stuff
got passed
around the country. Give it an incubation period of 3 to 5 days.
And I know Thanksgiving is over, but other holidays are coming up. And if you're meeting with others, if you're sick, just sit it out. Don't pass on your cold, your flu, whatever you have onto others.
Yeah.
And if you go to those, take a little, bottle of hand sanitizer. Wash your hands often. Don't touch your face. If you're eating, make sure you wash your hands before that.
I just avoid people who are coughing.
Yeah. So that's what you can do, and get your vaccines.
I'm not getting. Okay, Laura, you bet. Thank you for being a part. Thank you, Laura and Lindsay Antwine and Miss C for your comments on the show today. We appreciate you being, and Laura and Laurel. Laura Barzyk, Laura Webb.
Barzyk, Laura Webb.
And until next time.
Hey, I'm Dr. Gwen Baugh.
And Dr. Mark Vaughn telling you to stay in good health. That's an order.